in the Moore League, and we're at the school where the first Rowe ever stepped on campus in the Moore League and created the Rowe name. So it's kind of honor and blessing here. Being here at Jordan, like I said, it's more personal than anything. I get the question all the time, like, why didn't I take the Poly job, or why didn't I get the Poly job? Me being a guy from Poly, but I guess this is just enriched deep, right? My grandfather lived on the other side of the 110 on the north side. All my Christmases were over here on the north side. My dad went here. Like I said, my dad and my uncles went here. This is something special to me. When I had the opportunity at that time, Wilson was open, Poly was open, Cabrillo was open, this job was open. And this was the only one I really applied for, really went to go get. And I really wanted to get this job. And I think we could do a lot of special things here. I'll put the bulletin board material out. Here's an interesting stat. Since the modern state championship era, nobody in the city has ever won state. Mm-hmm. Since the modern state championship era, nobody in the city has ever won state. The way they do playoffs now, every team in the league can win state, but our goal is to be the first team in the league to win state. And that's what we're here to do, and that's what we plan to do. We have a great group of kids. I'll say like this, I came into a fractured relationship. It was legit, a group of kids. The best way I could describe it is, you're the next relationship after somebody gets abused. And when I went to go hug them, they still flinched. That was then, this is now. These kids are great. They're all brought in. They're ready to play football. I believe this is the closest thing to a college program that you'll get in high school. We move fast. Everything is on time. We're never late. And we show up and we're here to play.
Players, been asking a lot of first-year coaches, but I've just been asking everyone, what's the biggest difference from last year to this year? Like, what has Coach Rowe brought that's different from what you guys had last season?
Well, last season I didn't play football. I was a varsity basketball player. This is my first year playing high school.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't introduce everybody. This is our quarterback, Samaje Jackson. This is probably our best athlete on campus. Yeah. First team All-Moore League basketball player. So we have Eduardo, also a basketball player. Did you make Moore League? You didn't talk enough, that's why. Offensive tackle. This is D'Anthony Bryce, defensive end. Trajan Spears, cornerback. I apologize about that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So what have you seen from him as a first-year coach? That's kind of brought some energy.
Practice is very intense. It's run on the clock. We usually have a clock, set clock in practice. So every 5 minutes we different, switching, moving at all times. We like to go at it with each other. We compete a lot. So offense, defense. We talk smack the whole time. It's real intense.
Eduardo and the other returning players, from football, what's kind of the biggest difference in their coach Rowe from last year?
I think everything is different. Like last year, we never hit the weight room. Like we probably hit the weight room like 2 times. This year we have weight room every day. We have a set time for everything. Yeah.
It's more ran like a college program, and we do everything on a set time and not just all out of control. And we do everything strictly.
I'll say it's a tempo thing. Like everything, Coach Rowe, everything is quick, everything's fast paced. So I think he's setting us up for a good program for the next level. And yeah.
We could go the other way down the table. How excited are you guys to be out of the new stadium?
I'm very excited. It's a new field, new stadium. It's just a good place to be. So I'm very excited for it.
I'm very excited playing on a new field. It's a new feeling. One of the best stadiums in the Moore League, and I've been here past 3 years, so it's gonna be a new feeling.
I'm so excited. Can't wait for the home game, feel the energy of the game.
So what made you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm very ready for it. It's something to look up to. Look up to playing on the field. Something big to the north. So just want everybody to come. Support. So, yeah.
What made you come out for football?
Well, I played football my whole life. I just stopped playing during COVID because, how that happened. So I ain't gonna lie, I got a little fat. So I started playing basketball, lose weight, and I just got used to it. So I was supposed to play in my 9th grade year and my 10th grade year, but I got hurt both years in basketball. So I just didn't play, So this year is like really a year for me to show what I could really do.
You're a junior?
Yeah, I'm finna be a junior.
How's the transition going? You're finally getting hit again, right?
Yeah, it's going good. I'm getting used to it. We're gonna go get better every day.
How's he doing?
He's doing all right. I mean, for what we're going to do, right, we're riding up the pistol, we're running triple option. We're just going to put our best athletes on your best athletes and dare you to stop us. So we're just running pistol, triple option, and going that way. And he could run. So good luck. Got to catch him.
So, Majay, how fast are you? Have you run a 40?
Yeah, I run like 4.6.
Okay. And is quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Is that the only position you're going to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still playing basketball, right?
Yeah. You know, it's
And running track.
yeah, no track.
We have to talk to keep them off the baseball field.
Love a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah.
Coaches, I know when I talked to your dad after you got the job, he was planning on coming out and helping. Has he been helping, and how has that been for you? You know, getting to have kind of the family connection over here.
So unfortunately, my dad, his work is connected with the Pasadena and the Fire, so he has not been able to come out consistently every year. He has been into with the alumni. The alumni relationship is fractured. I'm just gonna be honest. And him being an alumni, it's a good source for him. We have a good source, and he's been trying to reach out to get the alumni back into this thing. Like, we have the same problem as Poly, right? And I'm a Poly alumni, and I know how it is. Like, Jordan alumni are the same way, right? Compton alumni are the same way. Like, people love their school.
1977,
Yeah,
we
like,
beat these
you know what I
guys.
mean?
Yeah.
Like the best homecoming in the league, I don't care what anybody says, is at Compton High School. And I dare you to challenge it. All their alumni show up, they all come out, and they support the school, right? And we have to get to that, right? And when you talk to people, they kind of go, but as you guys see, like, on this campus, like, this is not the same Jordan. And I'm blessed and I'm privileged to get this opportunity to show that everybody is not the same Jordan. And I'll get a chance to get these kids and show them that it's not the same Jordan, that we could build a program. Like, in the past, it's just been teams, right? And if you have a football team, you're hit and miss every year. I'm trying to build a program, right? I'm trying to make it aware eventually I'm one of the first 2 teams that talk at Media Day, right? I'm trying to win a state champ. I'm trying to win multiple state championships. I have a 2-year-old, and my goal is not to leave here until my 2-year-old graduates from here, right? And hopefully I have about 5 state championships and 12 CIF championships within that time. That's my goal. And the only way you can do it is build a program. We didn't have a booster club. I have one of the best booster clubs, and I got that advice from Romeo. He said, get you a Heather. I have me a Heather now, right? I have some of the best team moms that show up every single day and make sure these kids have water. Everything you heard about this school is 100% false. I have support from the main building over there, from the custodial staff. This school is 100% top-notch, probably the best campus in the district, and probably has the best support in this district. This is, overall, the skeletons of this place is here. The skeleton is here. Now we just have to build the body and make this thing happen, and make a program happen, and build a sustainable program.
Anthony, Coach mentioned earlier that he wants to make the North a hub of entertainment. How big of that is it for you, energy-wise, to walk onto that brand new field, and the excitement that'll bring every day when you guys strap up, especially what that field is coming from to what it is now?
Well, it's very big for me because I played here for the past 3 years on the same field. Grass field, not turf, just ran down stadium, ran down everything basically. So being able to play on a new field with new everything, new equipment on that field is just very exciting, and being able to do it.
I just had one for everybody up here, especially the players. What do you guys think you need to do to consistently be able to win football games?
I'd say just work hard, put both feet forward, and just don't back down from nothing, and just stay consistent.
I think we should be able to just take it day by day, trying to work with ourselves and help getting our team better.
I think we gotta work harder every day to get better.
Going on to what they were saying, working hard, but really the little things, like listening skills, staying poised when we going through bad stuff. Like, say we have a bad drive or something, like we gotta stay poised, stay humble about it, and keep going, keep fighting through.
Question for Samaje, actually. Obviously on the basketball team, you had the opportunity to kind of be the young guy coming up with like a more veteran roster and everything. And then now you're new to the football program, but there's a lot of new in the football program, obviously. But as the quarterback, that's just a natural leadership position. How have you taken on more leadership as like now you're going into your junior year? Is that a different role for you to kind of be more of one of the voices in the locker room more so, and then trying to lead this group and make sure you guys are the best?
Yeah, it's really the same as basketball, because I'm the leader of basketball as well, So me being the leader is nothing new. I know how to do it. I know how to lead. I just lead by example. Like, say we win in gassers, I'm first every time. So I just work hard, and they work hard with me.
Does he win the gassers?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day. He is out in front every day, though. I will say this: they've learned to compete. right? And they understand that every rep counts. And the only way they're gonna make each other better is if they compete with each other. Like they told you, like we practice for an hour and a half. We practice for an hour and a half. We run about 70 reps of practice. We put ourselves in game situations as many times as possible. We start right out of stretch. We get into compete. After that, we get into a situation mode. We get into individual. Then we get into a team period. Then we get into another situation. We've worked for a minute and 2 minute in red zone about 3-4 times already in summer camp since June 30th, and multiple reps. We've ran over, I would say, over 1,500 reps from June 30th until now. So they've been in this situation before. We have referees at our practice every single practice.
But what about special teams?
Special teams. What about them? No, we work special teams. We get special teams work in there, and the way the rules work now, like we could dedicate a whole practice to special teams as long as we don't have contact. So we get to go 2-a-days, right? And we get morning practice. We'll work all special teams in morning
I just
practice.
want to make sure you're not forgetting.
I understand. 3 phases, right? No, and we're working 2-a-days, and we'll do all morning practices. And the whole morning practice will be dedicated to special teams, right? We'll be out there for an hour. We'll get it done. We'll get in. We'll get out. Get relaxed. Get some lunch, and then we get to work in the afternoon, and we get those reps in. So my most important thing is get the reps. We got so much better from when I first got here to where we are now because of how many reps we've gotten and how much we've done. And we get it done in an hour and a half. We're legit on the field at 4 o'clock. The clock starts, and the final horn blows at 5:15. The only reason we're off for an hour 30 is because it takes forever to clean up because we're walking to the park. But we're getting all our reps in. Everybody knows the horn blows, you goes. I believe we have the fastest, most intense practice in the Moore League. And if you don't believe it, come see it and watch how fast we practice.
Coach, I got a question for you to follow up on something you said earlier. You mentioned that you want to be the first program around here to win in the Long Beach Unified School District area. You want to be the first one to win a state championship. Modern area, but in recent history.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, in the modern area. But what would it mean to you to do that, to reach that actual goal?
You know what? When it happens, I don't think it'll be more for me. It'll be more for my dad, right? Because when he was here, the best they did was tied to Poly, right? And Jordan has the tradition that Jordan has, right? And just for my dad to be able to see Jordan be able to be successful and be a state champion, like for him to witness that and for me to do it and bring it to him, I think the first one would be more for him, right? Now the ones after that is for me, but the first one, the first one would definitely be more for my dad. And my uncle too. My uncle graduated class of '85, right? And like just for them to finally see success at Jordan, I think it would mean so much to him. Like my uncle's already planning. He lives in Atlanta. He's already planning out to come out on the September 12th game. Like. They're excited behind it, but just to win here will be more for them year one. Like it could happen. You guys see it happen. Like they're a part of it, right? They've never got to see it, and they're a part of it. So that's just how I feel. Now the ones after is all me. I'll take all the credit, but those right there are for my dad.
You should probably take the credit for the first one too.
Coach, you mentioned being a Poly guy and having your ties here. Is there anything you learned throughout your career from your family, from your time in the city, that you're really bringing to this program and teaching to?
Man, throughout my career, throughout my time, throughout the city, I've learned a lot. Right? Coach Bryant coached against me when I played here. Coach Morales coached against me when I played here. Like I said the other day at the coaches meeting, I compared the Moore League to the Pac-10, right? Everybody in the nation doesn't respect the Pac-10 until you have to play in the Pac-10 and you have to go to Utah or you have to go to Oregon State and the fans are on you and all of a sudden it's loud and next thing you know you lost to Oregon State. You can't figure out why, right? You go to Compton and next thing you know the band is out there rocking. All the fans are there. You look up, they run the triple option at wing T on you and all of a sudden you lost to Compton. You can't figure out why. Nobody understands that, right? You got to go to the West and play Cabrillo. Next thing you know, you look up, you're like, how did we lose, right? You got to go to Belmont Shore and play Wilson. It's all the same thing no matter where you go. This is probably one of the toughest leagues, like John said, but people just don't understand it. Me playing in it and coaching in it and seeing all those things, like I picked up a bunch of things. I think my best experience is me coaching in college, right? Because you get to see how disadvantaged people really are when you go out and recruit a kid. You could go out and recruit a kid, that kid will have a 3.0, and it's time to put him through the clearinghouse, and he's not eligible, right? And you're like, okay, so what happened? And then that's when I started taking things like, all right, what did I learn from Coach Carroll? What did I learn from this coach? Everything I have is a little piece of this, a little piece of that, a little piece of that. To be honest with you, I really didn't take anything from high school coaching. I took mostly everything from my career coaching college, my career in college, and I brought it here because now anybody on my team is going to be more prepared to go to college than anybody in the Trinity League. Straight up. They know to show up on time. You ask them what happens when you don't show up on time, try again later. Right? They understand how important grades are. I flipped the GPA from a 1.8 to a 2.8 in one semester, just showing up to study hall every day. Like, it could possibly be done. I just took everything I learned from my college career and playing in college and just brought it here. Now they're prepared. Because I'm going to be honest with you, when I went to Long Beach Poly, I was the defensive player of the year. When I got to SC, I was unprepared. I didn't know what 3-tech was. I didn't understand any defense. I didn't know what an over was. I didn't know what none of that is. I didn't know what a 10 was. I didn't know what it meant to be in C5. I didn't understand cover 2. I didn't understand palms. I didn't know quarters. I didn't know what king personnel is. I didn't know what queen personnel is. I didn't know what pro was. I didn't know what any of that was. And I played at the best high school in the nation at that time. All these guys know what that is already. So I'm preparing them to be able to walk into a college campus and the coach says, hey, Edgar, I need you to rip and run right here. Okay, coach, cool. You know how to rip and run? Yeah, we did that already. D'Anthony, you're playing the 4. Oh, cool, I know exactly where 4 is. Oh, you already know where 4 is? Yep. Pickle, I want you to play C7. Cool, I could do that. You know what I mean? I don't know quarterback that well, but Samaj will be ready to, depending on what sport he was. But they'll be prepared to go to college. I'm preparing them to go to college and they can walk into a program and be prepared. And that way when they say, damn, you went to Jordan? Cool. We need to go get more of those kids because they already know. They already know when they walk on to a field, no walking, time to go fast. When that horn blows, it's time to go to the next period. Hey, coach, what are we doing this period? They could talk coach lingo. Coach, what do we have period 7? Coach, what do we have period 6? Coach, what are we doing period 5? How many periods do we have? You know what I mean? You ask them, how long are we at practice? They say it feels like 3 hours, but we're only out there for an hour and a half. They're just prepared. So to answer your question, I just took mostly everything from me coaching in college and me at SC from Pete Carroll and just converged it together and brought it here.